From small town living to the hustle and bustle of the city, all in one day, a super commuter reveals the lengths that he is going to save money amid high inflation. Kyle Rice joins us now, and it's great to have you, Kyle. So you work in Manhattan, you come here from Delaware, and then you go back. This is, you're in the same profession, just a nuanced job that you got, and you've been doing this for roughly a year. I imagine the economic environment makes it so that commuting is more reasonable for you and your family to a certain degree than saying, hey, everybody, let's move to the city.
Absolutely. You know, in Delaware, we have very low cost of living. So our insurance is lower, my mortgage is lower. We did refinance during the pandemic, so that helped a lot. But compared to prices in northern Jersey and especially here in the city, it's not even comparable.
Okay, so you're sitting on the train for how many hours a day?
About two.
Okay.
About 4 total.
One way, 2 hours, so
Yep.
4 hours total. You might get a delay. Train tickets are not cheap. Like, how does that all work? Do you really save money at the end of the day?
Absolutely. So it was a significant raise in pay for me from my job in Delaware to working here in Manhattan. So I'm making Manhattan money while living somewhere that doesn't have that cost of living that it's expected to pay for.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty significant bump for my family. I mean, I'm still paying taxes, right? The city's triple tax at this point, right, for me. But it's still enough that it was worth the commute. It's still worth the commute.
You know, there's an interesting survey that we had earlier this week. Bank of America put it out. They said it is still very much this young generation, you know, in our 30s or younger, who are moving out to the suburbs, to rural areas. They are getting out of the cities. Is it people like you? Is it families? Is it young generation? You know, who is this group of people that's leaving the cities?
Well, I mean, I never was in a city, so I didn't leave one. But I mean, I guess I leave when I go home. But I think it's a lot of people this generation because we know we can do it, right? Like, I learned that I can make this commute from watching someone else, another creator on TikTok, share their story of commuting. And I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. I can put in for this job. I can make this kind of commute. I think the access to knowledge has been the biggest change for my generation and the generations coming behind me, that they're learning that they can make these things, that the little bit of effort is worth it to get that extra money, and you can broaden your horizons and other than just knowledge aspect, but where you work and where you can travel to and commute to.
It's being crafty in an environment that I think has just been harder for people, and that's what I loved about your story, Kyle. We so appreciate your time. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very much. It was great talking with all of you.
You bet. Good luck on your ride home.
Thank you.
No delays on Amtrak, we hope.